Right. We made it all the way to cluster 3, which is proportional reasoning. And as the name says it, the strategy we're going to be using to solve this type of problems are proportions. So remember that a proportion is the set of two ratios that are equal to each other. Now, in this worksheet, we'll probably have present problems where you're going to use the box method, which is very similar to the proportion. However, for percentage and only for percentage, that's the only part where we're going to put 100 on the bottom right. But if we're not dealing with percentage, then you don't have to put 100. Hope that's clear. So let's read the problem. And we're going to underline keywords and we're going to underline what are we looking for. Francesco Bernoulli from Cars 2 claims that his top speed is 300 kilometers per hour. So I'm going to underline 300 kilometers. Then they tell me there are about 16 kilometers in 10 miles. Knowing this is my what? Which is closest to how many miles per hour can Francesco drive? So I know Francesco can travel 300 kilometers. But the question is asking me, how many miles per hour can he travel? So this problem is technically asking me to convert 300 kilometers to miles. So the strategy again, we're going to use a proportion. We're always going to want to have a ratio or a fraction of what we know. Okay? And then this is the conversion in this case. So what do we know? What's given? We need two things, a numerator and a denominator. So what I know for both of these is there are 16 kilometers in 10 miles. Okay. Now, what is it that I want to convert? I want to convert 300 kilometers. So for my proportions, it is important that I place apples with apples, oranges with oranges. In this case, kilometers with kilometers. So I'm going to put 300 on the top. This is super important because if I don't set up this correctly, even if I multiply good, even if I divide correctly, this is going to be wrong. Your answer is going to be wrong. And then what I need to find is how many miles are 300 kilometers. So I'm going to put an X value here at the bottom. Okay. Now, how do we solve for X? This is cross multiplication. If we don't have a value, we're going to cross multiply. And we cross multiply where we have two numbers. So we're going to cross multiply 300 by 10. And then we're going to divide by the number that's left, 16. So 3,000 divided by 16. 16 in 30 fits only once. Minus 16, you're going to be left with 4. This is now 2. 14. Bring down a 0. 16 in 140. Let's do 8. 16 times 8 is 128. So that works. This is going to be 2, 1, 0. And then bring down the 0. 16 and 120. I'll do